If you ever have had a design that you wanted to embroider onto your fabric, but it relies heavily on being symmetrical or an exact replica, it can be kind of tricky. So here's how I embroider more exact symmetrical designs on badges or t-shirts alike. So you're gonna print out your design. I'm using the school mascot. The fabric I chose is non-stretchable. Then you're going to get your needle and your thread and just sew along the edges. Very simple. Trace your design just straight through the paper. And once you have that done, all sewn up, we're going to remove the paper. Now here's the way I do it. Get it a little wet with water, and it'll start like decomposing the paper. Then you can just pick out the paper with the tweezers or your fingers. Now that we've got all that removed, I'm going to trim up the edges, and then I'm going to sew them down. Basically, I'm filling in the black lines now to make them solid black lines rather than two outlines. Now for this particular badge, I use fabric paint the insides. This is the finished product. Now I'm going to replicate Misha's drawing of right here. So basically it's a lot bigger, and it's on a cotton shirt, so you have to use non-stretchable fabric underneath. That way the image doesn't warp around when you are sewing, so that it's nice and straight. So you just gotta be careful when you're taking off around the nice stitches. Don't want to ruin the thread. So just protect it with your finger while you rip out all of the paper. So there's the finished product. Now on the back, I'm just going to trim off the excess fabric so there's not the pointed corners. And there you go. There's the finished product. Let me know what you make and how this works for you. Have a nice night.